Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday and welcome to another take reaction video where I am going to be on Twitter reacting to your guys' takes about everything. Also, I do plan to make a part 2 of this as a pre-record because I'm going to be gone for like a week coming up very shortly. So if you got a take you want to say, go ahead and comment on the tweet because I will be circulating back to this again. Anyway, couple of plugs as always. Don't forget to use code Wyatt's World on G Fuel, Waggle, or Prize Picks. By using my codes on G Fuel or Waggle, you'll save a discount on any of their products, and by using it at sign up on Prize Picks, you're guaranteeing yourself to win a free $50 with your first $5 entry. But remember to always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Okay, folks, so per usual, here is the tweet, here is my handle. Just always like to show that off for anybody who is new to Twitter or doesn't have one yet. So first take we have is from SX Gold. He says, Lamar wins his third MVP, Derrick Henry rushes for over 1,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, and the Ravens win the Super Bowl. I'm wondering if you're a Ravens fan. I don't know, I have a hunch. Perk Nowitzki says, take is overrated. The price tag on the more expensive cut isn't worth it at all. I disagree there. I think it is worth it, because if you get like a filet mignon or something like that, you're gonna notice a substantial difference. But I am starting to fall under the category of steak maybe being a little overrated, dude. I used to eat steak like twice a week. Every week. Now it's like once every 2 or 3 weeks. Wyatt Langford says Star Wars is the most overrated franchise of all time. Really? Even over Hunger Games? Avatar? At this point, Fast and the Furious? The Jurassic Worlds? I think those are all more overrated than Star Wars, but I obviously like Star Wars, so I'm not gonna see eye to eye there. Skull says the Dolphins will be the worst team in the NFL next year. No, there's no way. Trust me, man, as much as I don't care for that team, they're not gonna be the worst team in the league. Bacon Man says Toy Story 3 is the best Toy Story and Toy Story 2 is worse than Toy Story 4. You are not serious. Toy Story 3 being the best? Not a bad movie, but it ain't better than number 1. That's the best Toy Story. And then the second best is Toy Story 2, which he called worse than Toy Story 4, which Toy Story 4, in my opinion, was ass. Wyoming HC says Cena turns face and The Rock beats him at SummerSlam. The Rock ain't wrestling, bro. He's too much of an ego bitch. Horsberg says Trevor Lawrence is a bottom 6 quarterback in the league right now. It's just not talked about because no one wants to admit when they're wrong about him. Dude, I've been wrong about him, but he ain't bottom 6. You could say bottom half, but bottom 6, that's fucking crazy. Dude, I would take him over whoever the Cleveland Browns have, whoever the Colts have, whoever the Titans have. I'd take him over Justin Fields. I'd take him over Aaron Rodgers right now. I'd take him over Russ or Jameis or Jackson Dart. I'd take him over whoever the hell is gonna start for the Saints, and I'm not saying this guy's a bottom 6 quarterback, but I'd take Trevor Lawrence over Kyler Murray. I think he's in the middle somewhere. Jonah Klein says baseball has fallen off a cliff over the last couple of years and Royce Lewis will not be a Twin next year. I obviously responded to him yesterday, as you guys can see. For one, Royce Lewis might be working at a grocery store for all I know. He might not even be in the league. It's absolutely insane. I have actually never seen more of an injury-prone athlete in my life than Royce fucking Lewis. But the other thing that I couldn't agree on more is baseball has fallen off a cliff. Dude, baseball, if you're asking me, you want an honest TED Talk right now? Baseball fucking sucks. It's in the worst state it's ever been in. It's a pay-to-win sport. Whatever team is willing to spend the most money is gonna win. Seems like every fucking year we have the same good teams, the same shitty teams, and then right when a struggling ball club starts to turn it around and you think, you know, hey, we're gonna have a new future. Majority of the time, it seems like they let the stars walk instead of paying them what they want, so then one of these big juggernaut teams can come grab them and make it even more fucking ridiculous. Baseball needs a salary cap, it needs a salary floor, and it desperately needs a new commissioner. Jaden Daniels fan account here says Deebo Samuel will have 1,000+ total yards this year. I'd fucking hope he would if he's supposed to be this great receiver everyone's trying to build him up as. Dude, that's asking nothing. You know what's funny is he's actually only broken 1,000 total yards twice in his whole career. Dylan here has a tweet that I think he said just to spite me. He says any soda out of a bottle is 10 times better than out of a can, and you are so full of shit, dude. Plastic bottled pop tastes like cancer. You're talking glass? Okay, sure, whatever. But pop out of a bottle has this chemically bitter taste to it, and if you put 100 cups of soda in front of me, all from a can besides one, I would be able to pinpoint what cup came from a bottle. Ford Della says the Carolina Panthers will win the NFC South and make it to the conference championship. Can't say I see that one, Batman. I just can't say I see it. Magic McCarthy says Florida is the state of hockey. Are you that's not even like a good troll. My guy, this is the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. High school. Get out of here with your Floridian bullshit, but thank you for the submission. Brandon Mix says Black Ops 3 is the best COD release since Black Ops 2. That's a good take, and I honestly, I think that I might even prefer Black Ops 3 over Black Ops 2. I have more memories on Black Ops 3, man. I played the shit out of that game. That was a legitimately fantastic game. This one is fucking insane, to be honest. Tristan says peanut butter sandwiches are the best. Not peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter. Are you out of your mind? You like spending 3 minutes between every bite doing this? Mason Yo says the Philly cheesesteak is a top 3 sandwich of all time. You know, I don't really have an argument for this, because if someone came up to me and just said on the fly, name your top 3 sandwiches, a Philly cheese would come to my mind. Especially if we're not counting burgers, like it might be number 1. Anthony Dittmer says John Cena's heel run has been lackluster, but it seems like that's the point. Oh, it's been terrible, man. It's been horrible. I personally just think he sucks at playing a heel. Dude, his promos are awful. Like he forgot how to talk or something. It sounds like he's reading off of a damn teleprompter. Also, it's just from how the heel turn started to what it is now. Like, we just never saw The Rock again because he turned into a crybaby. Travis Scott was the WrestleMania surprise. Now he's teaming with Logan Paul. Like, what? It's not good. How about those Chiefs said Sean McDermott has let Josh Allen down more times than not when it matters most, and I agreed with him already. That's a reality. John's a fantastic coach, there's no doubt about it, and he even agrees with me by saying that he's a dependable head coach. But you know, when the Bills are in the playoffs and, you know, they need to win more times than none, if you look at it, it's not Josh who loses the game. It's the decision making and it's the defensive meltdown. Tristan Eckert says Justin Jefferson is a better option than Jamar Chase in PPR fantasy. I don't agree with that at all. The last 2 seasons, Jamar Chase has had more yards, more receptions, more touchdowns. Not saying he's a better receiver than Justin Jefferson, but him and Joe Burrow, they play buddy ball, man. That's what they fucking do all year long. Tommy says Wendy's is a top 5 burger place. Nah, dude. Their buns feel like they're made out of like the foam that's used to make Nerf balls. Ian Rule says if wings aren't dry rub, they're average to below average meal. Oh, do you not like to get your little fingers sticky? Grow up! SJ Rux here says treating slow pitch softball as a competitive sport is for losers. Okay, so I'm gonna disagree and then agree with you. One, calling someone a loser for enjoying something that's a pretty loser thing to fucking say. Like, you gotta understand, what are adults and people supposed to do who weren't athletes, but they still want to play, you know, they still want to do something. I used to play slow pitch softball and it was competitive and it was fun, but I will agree that the people who treat it like major league fucking baseball, they got problems, man. When people get that into a sport where they're like yelling at teammates or yelling at the other team, like it's not worth it. It's why I quit, dude. I would pop up or miss a ground ball and half the fucking team wouldn't talk to me for an inning. It was bullshit. Devil Gavin says paying extra for spring water is total BS. Most of the cheaper waters are perfectly fine as is. Dude, if you are someone that pays for like only Fiji water or whatever that Evian water is called, I swear you just like blowing money, because yeah, I agree with this 100%. Majority of just water are fine. Purified water bottle. My personal favorite bottled water, I don't know why, always has been, always will be the Nestle Pure Life. Otherwise, just Food Club, if you guys have that, it's like an off-brand generic really cheap water bottle. You can get like 24 for $3. However, I do not like Dasani, Aquafina, or Ice Mountain. I think those 3 are just terrible. Aquafina probably being the best, which by the way still isn't good. Golden here says there's a special place in hell for scalpers of any kind. I agree, but especially card scalpers. Dude, that Gary V guy is like ruining it. He is like advocating for scalping. Dude, the only way that this is going to get beaten is if these companies just start mass producing cards. That's the only way. You gotta get the values to drop. I will say though, I went to Target the other day and for their Pokemon cards, they had a limit 2 per customer. So I got 2 packs of Destined Rivals. That was pretty thrilling. I didn't get much though. Seahawks Empire says Solo should beat Jacob for the US title at SummerSlam. I mean, I agree with Jacob losing the US title to put him in the world title picture, but Solo Sikoa is literally terrible. They have tried and tried to make him into this threat, but it's not working because the man cannot cut a promo. The man cannot wrestle. He's a lot like his cousin Jay. Except I'll give it to Jay. Jay can perform better than Solo can. What is Solo's move inventory? Me and my brother talk about this often. Kicks, punches, and Samoan spikes, and occasionally slams his ass into their head? I just don't think he is a good performer. And Ian Miller says Panda Express is a top 3 fast food restaurant, which I do not agree with. However, if you live in Minnesota or you've ever been to Valley Fair in Minnesota, okay, that was where like the original Panda Express in Minnesota was, at least for me. There was none of them near us. So that's the only time we could get it. And that specific Panda Express in Valley Fair, it's like a little purple wooden stand looking thing. They make outstanding fucking food. I don't know what they do different, but shout out to them. And that is gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this part of me reacting to your guys' takes. And please go and light me up with more. Like I said, I gotta get a second part out of this, hopefully, because I gotta get some pre-records done. Anyway, I'm gonna get this put together so you guys can watch it on time and move on to the next video. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend if you're in Minnesota. Really hope you're by some water, because it's gonna be hot. But nonetheless, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.